I think the answer to this whole thing is just to not give a fuck what anybody else thinks, man. Everybody's wrong. Everything outside yourself is a game. Everything. So I'm having a real issue now with, like, the attainment of knowledge of this realm. Because, like I said, this realm is never ending. I mean, the amount of distractions and things and rabbit holes is just endless. It's literally endless. They have people going to school for 12 years, 20 years, learning shit that is constantly changing. I mean, it's, guys, if this is a shit show. This is a complete shit show. We are literally living our lives today based off of whatever passed down bullshit knowledge that somebody put in a book. I mean, it's crazy. And people will deny what they see with their eyes, and they will hurt people who are currently living to uphold systems and standards and ways of living and groupthink because they don't want to upset. I mean, it's so unreal that we actually live. Like, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. It's just one big groupthink bubble. And I've had to take it all the way back to birth and realize that we are put on a program as soon as we are born. Like I said before, over and over again, I believe we're beautiful. I believe our soul is beautiful and pure. That's our essence, right? I believe that thing is so strong. I believe it's unbelievably powerful. But somehow, well, not somehow, I think I've established, I mean, for most people, I would say they're abused before they even come out of the womb, just from the chaos that's going on outside of the womb that the baby can, sense. So just like all that heavy negative energies, but at least it feels safe in the womb. But then it comes out, yanked out, passed around, smacked on the ass, handed from person to person. It's never even heard these doctors and nurses that are handling it. It's in a bright, cold, metal and concrete room. It gets put in a fucking, bassinet and put in a room. I mean, guys, the trauma, like the things that we've come to think are just normal are just so traumatizing. Like, when you really pull yourself away from this world and use your soul, like your humanness, to think like, well, how would I want to be born? Oh yeah, I want a bunch of strangers to yank me out of my mom, pass me around, smack me on my ass, rough me up with, cleaning agents, toss me back to my mom for a few minutes, grab me, put me in a bassinet, fucking put me in a room full of bright lights everywhere. I can't get away from the fucking bright lights. It's so goddamn bright. And that's just the beginning. That's just the first few hours of life. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm having, guys, I'm taking a real leap. Like, I'm realizing now, after putting that video out about the sun and moon being above me, like, my own thoughts, I don't adhere to any group. I don't consider myself in any kind of group think, any kind of label, nothing. Like, I label I'm having mental issues. I'm having, and then if somebody wants to get direct, like, well, what's going on? Well, I would compare it to, what people describe as being bipolar or OCD and all these other things, right? And that's just a general description, so that way people can, I don't have to sit here and go into all these things, and people can just sort of understand what I'm talking about. Just have a soul and a heart. We don't have to be experts here. We don't have to have our clipboards out. You know what I mean? We're just listening to another human speak their experience. That's all. And when I sit here and I think about how I was probably born, and how, as a human, in a soul grown up and with a logical mind and critical thinking now, I think a proper way to be born, it's two completely different things. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm living in a world that is completely against everything I honestly, my soul believes in. Like, I'm having a short, you know, like my dissonance has gotten to the point where there's no more room. I'm unable to operate with all the dissonance there is. And when I can make a simple observation and just put a 30-second video out and it upset people so badly that they just are so upset that I won't join their groupthink with their nonsense. And that what I'm trying to say with that is that we all do that. We all do that about all these stupid little things in our life. All of that shit. What I'm trying to say is none of that matters. None of that matters, guys. We're living in a fabricated world where everything is made to divide you and be so intricately detailed that it's like a, what are those things, a mandala or whatever that you can keeps on coming at you and it just, you keep on going into it. I can't remember what they're called. But I mean, I have mental issues, guys. I have severe mental issues I'm dealing with, and I'm able to. So what? I'm just like on a basic program here. I'm not able to deal with all the horse shit, all your schooling and learning and books and all this shit and experts and it takes years to learn that. No bullshit, guys. No. Yes, it does in this realm with what if you're trying to be distracted with bread and circuses. That's my whole point. Yes. Yes, you can. You can. Dude, up until this, I mean, I have found life. I was never bored. Life was so interesting to me because I've realized the intricacy in everything. I was just so amazed at it. But now I'm realizing why it was a distraction. So instead of being amazed, like before I was amazed, like I wanted to learn about all these things because I was just like, oh man, this is so cool. I can stay so busy and occupied. But then I realized it was all on purpose. And now I take a completely different, I don't want to know I don't want to hear any of it. It's all distraction. It's all trying to, the whole purpose of my whole life has been to keep me away from my soul. And that's very fucking powerful. I mean, these powers that be have been, their mission, now I'm 43 years old looking back and I'm realizing that their mission their whole life was to try to extinguish my soul. And part of that mission is just all the distractions and the bread and circuses that not only kept me busy from finding my own healing, but how the fuck was I ever expecting anybody in my family to ever, if I wasn't going to do my own healing, how was anybody else going to take up my cross and bear my cross for me and stand up for me? You know what I mean? So there's a lot in this, but what I'm trying to say is that we are so fucking powerful that all the knowledge of this realm, of this world, is nothing. It's horseshit. It's vanity. It's all vanity. And if we can get over our egos and get back to our true essence ourselves, get over our egos, quit thinking there's knowledge out there to attain. It's all inside. Start trusting ourselves, start trusting what our eyes see, and only speaking that truth instead of parroting what any other cocksucker wants you to say. That's how shit gets fixed. It's very simple, it's cheap, it's free, completely free. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Like, okay, so going back, you know, I'm dealing with all these mental issues, I'm dealing with all these emotional issues, and then I put out this video, and then I get thousands of views on this video, and, you know, like 60 comments now. And just people, there were, like I said, there were 2 people that were like, that answered the question. They said nothing. You would see nothing on those, and it's that simple. That's a human answer. Everybody else is just saying, oh, we feel so, I mean, they were literally saying that they were calling me a flat earther. They were calling me all these names. I'm not a flat earther. I don't claim to know. That is the most pompous fucking thing to claim to know the shape of the earth. I mean, that's crazy. To me, to my common sense, to my critical thinking, it's like, how the fuck? I mean, the only way somebody would know the shape of the earth is if they went there astrally. You know, if you were able to astral travel and trust your own experience and not think you were deceived by some kind of bullshit spirit guide. So you could see it there, or if somebody was actually able to go out there and take a picture with a camera and show you. But like I said, every picture of Earth is CGI rendered from space. It's all CGI rendered. So just that fact alone, guys, should tell you, come on, really? God damn, guys. I mean, you're just gonna believe. What's it gonna take? I mean, what it seems like is that it's just everybody has their own time where they wake up and they say, okay, that's it, you know, and then things become clear. They're on their path to finding their soul, to reclaiming their soul, you know, and it's all an inward journey. It's all an inward journey. So I have all these mental issues, all these emotional issues. So I did this video, got all these responses, and what I'm trying to say is I'm still holding strong, guys. I mean, it hurts me. Like, I get physical pains just knowing what these people, like, their group think and how they're acting. And like, if they were, like, I can actually imagine, like, if they were right in front of me, how they would behave towards me in a group. And I know, and it's not pretty. They're bullies. They're bullies, and they're brave because they're in a group. And they're relying on their group to know all these little fucking stupid detail numbers and horse shit, you know, in order to survive. But if you pick them apart, if you start picking them apart, you can pick that group apart easy, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we are so powerful. What's inside of us is so much more powerful than all the knowledge, all the horse shit, all the fucking gurus and experts and religious leaders and governments and everything out there. And they are afraid, guys. Think about it. Why the fuck are they bamboozling us and traumatizing us since birth and turning us against each other? Why are they doing that? Why is that seem to be their only thing that they want to do, is just bamboozle us? Why the first thing they want to teach us and get in our heads when we're babies is space, some outer space that nobody can prove, and then some fucking dinosaurs that nobody will ever see in their life. You know, why are these two things so important to beat into children, along with all the fucking injections, you know, you give them every year? All those goddamn injections, all those poisons you pump into their vein, you know, along with that fluoridated toothpaste and that fluoridated water. What is going on, guys? Think about this shit. Think about this shit, guys. This is the only shit that matters, you know? Quit going down and quit trying to defend. I mean, these people, it makes me so sick. Like, that's the thing that really affects me when I read these comments, is like how people defend, like they're defending these institutions and groupthink without even a critical thought of their own, while saying they're critically thinking, while calling you an ignoramus, while saying you're not critically thinking, and they're parroting some TV show that they watched on Netflix as their knowledge of the universe. I mean, it's nuts. Why is anybody talking about the universe? All the problems, all the pain, all the suffering, all the crazy shit. We don't even know what happens when we die, and these people are talking about the fucking shape of the earth and the universe. What the fuck, man? They've got you guys distracted. Can't you understand that? And it's to kill your soul. That's the thing, is that I got sick and I've gone back and I've realized that it goes back to birth, and they are crushing our souls. Their whole mission, as soon as you're born, the outside world's mission is to crush your fucking soul. Think about it.